Hey guys, this is Titan. If you guys don't already know, I'm an admin here on Vortex Gaming, and you've probably seen me on the server, but let's get into this. I'm making various building tutorials so that then I can help the community not have buildings that look like utter shit. Like, I'm sorry for being blunt, but there's been a lot of really bad buildings that I've seen, and I just want to give y'all some tips on how to avoid that. My first session will be the stacker tool. A lot of people don't know how to use the stacker tool. I don't know why. It's the easiest and absolute most helpful tool in the game. But yeah, pretty much what you want to do is spawn in your prop. I'm just going to use this storefront bar. Take it, freeze it in place, do whatever you want with it. Once you get it into position, go to your construction tools, go down to stacker, and then set it to whatever direction you need it to be. You can do all sorts of things. You want it, no matter what, to have freeze. But you can add a weld or no collide to it. Weld, that just makes it to where it won't move if you accidentally unfreeze it, so that then you can avoid accidentally breaking it or anything along that line. These offsets you really don't have to mess with too much unless you are extremely OCD in your building, which I'll go into depth about that here in a minute. But, yeah, I'll go ahead and show you what all this does. Oh, fuck, the lag. But as you can see, it made an identical copy in perfect unison to the other one. And since I have weld on, it won't move no matter what I do. Can't do anything unless I move this prop, and then it does that. Alright, and what you can do to avoid having this tiny little gap here, you may have to play around with it a little bit, but since the stack direction is to the right, I'm going to go down to offset Y, right, left, and then I'm going to change this to -1. Okay, and like I said, you're going to have to play around with it a little bit, because in this case, negatives did not work, so I'm going to have to change that to +1. And then there you go. You have absolutely no space in between to where if you had, let's say, hold on, let me let it load. Alright. Let's say you were working on a store base or whatever, and you're going to use the material tool to have the see-through bars. The one-way bars, anyways. This way you can't see through that little crack, so then they would have some kind of advantage on you, knowing where your position is and whatnot along that line. But that pretty much covers the basics for the stacker tool. And be sure to stay tuned, because I'm going to have a lot more tutorials coming at you, just to help making building on our server a lot easier. But, like always, like, rate, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys later.